The soothing sound of the waves was teaching me wisdom and was really washing off the hardness of my life. It was making me a kind bird. She told me what the French novelist Marcel Proust wrote. We do not receive wisdom. We must discover it for ourselves. After a journey through the wilderness, which no one else can make for us, which no one can spare us, for our wisdom is the point of view from which we come at last to regard the world. I realized no one else can make you happy but you. No one can take your joy away but only you. I started to see others, their beauty, their kindness. For the first time, I started to look at them, not as my enemy, but as my own. That was a real awakening. I started to see who I was and why I was not happy. I thank God for the realization. I never thanked God or even accepted His existence. I realized that God really exists to control nature in its own order, the beauty of the seasons. What will it be if everybody is going to do it in their own way? God has His own harmony for everything according to what God sets for them. For the first time in my life and from the depth of my heart, I praise to my God for giving me life. I went to my friend Grace to learn more about God. My heart was thirsting and hungry to know more about Him. I never cared for anyone like that. I never wanted to know about anyone in my life. But I was so restless. I wanted to know more. I begged her to teach me about the Lord. She said that she doesn't know too much. She learns about Him from the church. She said God is all about love. She knew that the people who trust in the Lord are always happy. I asked her to tell me more so that I will believe in Him. Let me be full and content with myself. Let me be free of all my negativeness. She told me that one day she was searching for food near a Catholic church and the church windows were open. She could see and hear all what is going on in the church and went to the window to hear more clearly. She saw the priest coming to the pulpit with a rusty bent old birdcage and sitting by the pulpit. Everyone was surprised to see him with a cage. Eyebrows were raised and the priest began to speak. I was walking through town yesterday when I saw a young boy coming toward me swinging this bird cage. On the bottom of the cage were 3 little wild birds, shivering with cold and fright. I stopped the boy and asked, "What you got there, son?" "Just some old birds," came the reply. "What are you going to do with them?" I asked. "Take them home and have fun with them," he answered. "I'm going to tease them and pull out their feathers to make them fight. I'm going to have a real good time." "But you will get tired of those birds eventually." "What will you do?" "Oh, I got some cats," said the little boy. "They like birds?" The priest was silent for a moment. How much do you want for those birds, son? Huh. Why? You want the birds, mister? They are just plain old field birds. They do not sing. They aren't even pretty. How much? The priest asked again. The boy sized up the priest as if he was crazy and said, $10. The priest reached in his pocket and took out a $10 bill. He placed it in the boy's hand. In a flash, the boy was gone. The priest picked up the cage and gently carried it to the end of the alley, where there was a tree and a grassy spot. Setting the cage down, he opened the door, and by love softly tapping the bars, persuaded the birds out, setting them free. Well, that explained the empty bird cage on the pulpit. And then the priest began to tell this story. One day, Satan and Jesus were having a conversation. Satan had just come from the Garden of Eden, and he was gloating and boasting. Yes, sir. I just caught the whole world full of people. I set a trap and used a bait I knew that they could not resist. Got them all. What are you going to do with them? Jesus asked. Satan replied, Oh, I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna teach them how to marry and divorce each other, how to hate and abuse each other, how to drink and smoke and curse. I'm gonna teach them how to kill each other. I'm really gonna have fun. And what will you do when you get done with them? Jesus asked. Oh, I'll kill them. How much? Jesus asked. They will spit on you, curse you, and kill you. You don't want those people. Jesus asked again. How much? Satan looked at Jesus and sneered. All your blood, tears, and your life. Jesus said, Done. Then he paid the price. Then the priest picked up the cage and walked away from the pulpit. She stopped telling the story, and I saw tears coming from her eyes. I was very touched when she told me the story. It was enough. I got it. I was not able to hear anything more. I was broken. Tears came from my eyes. It was tears of joy and peace. I felt like I'm totally a new person. I bent to my knee and prayed for the first time as Saint Padre Pio prayed. Stay with me, Lord, for it is necessary to have you present so that I do not forget you. You know how easily I abandon you. Stay with me, Lord, because I am weak and I need your strength, that I may not fall so often. Stay with me, Lord, for you are my light, and without you I am in darkness. Stay with me, Lord, to show me your will. Stay with me, Lord, so that I hear your voice and follow you. Stay with me, Lord, for I desire to love you very much, and to be in your company always. Stay with me, Lord, if you wish me to be faithful to you. Stay with me, Lord, for as poor as my soul is, I wanted it to be a place of consolation for you, a nest of love. Amen. Thank you, my friends, for listening to my story. Jesus, who saved us, will bless you with his love and mercy. I am Sam. Thank you for listening.